welcome to Recipes Tested. I'm Brianna Robinson, and I was wondering, have you ever made blueberry muffins before? Are you curious to know if you can make muffins with frozen fruit? Because at my grocery stores, frozen fruit is significantly cheaper and you get more of it than the fresh. I hounded the internet and found a recipe from Google, from cookinglsl.com, for how to make blueberry muffins with frozen berries. So the link for that will be down in the description below. And throughout this video, I will be showing you how I make them based on how the recipe is written. And at the end, I will give a review for how they turn out and how it tasted and prep and all that stuff. So if you are curious to see how this recipe turns out, just keep watching and I'll get testing. After I got my baking sheet lined with muffin liners, I got going with my flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and sifted that together as per the instructions. And then I went and mixed my egg and sugar all together. And at first this didn't want to go, but it'll eventually get really thick. Kind of weird. And then I added in melted butter and then mixed that together. And let me know down below if you know why these would be in separate steps, because I just wanted to add both of them all in. I didn't think it made a difference, but then I added my vanilla extract and sour cream and mixed all of that together as well until it was nice, creamy, and good smelling because of the vanilla. And then I went and measured out my blueberries and put them into the dry ingredients. And she said to carefully fold them. And I was like, they're frozen, lady. They're not going to do anything wrong. So I added my wet ingredients to my dry ingredients and mixed that all together. And at first this was, pretty easy. But then once it's a really thick batter and it gets very thick very quickly. And as the blueberries start to come to room temperature, their color will start to spread. So don't be alarmed if it doesn't look super pretty, but I mean, they're frozen berries, they're gonna melt. So, and then after they were all mixed, I sprayed my muffin liners because I forgot earlier. And then I scooped my batter into my liners. And as for my very first recipe ever, I always use a smaller scoop and do more than one just to make sure that they're even. But once all the batter was in that tin, I just went and baked them. And this is what they looked like when they were done. All right, so they've been made. So let's go ahead and give it a taste and see if it's love at first bite. So the blueberry is very flavorful. It's not frozen or any little thing at all. It's not like a pop of blueberry. It's kind of just like a very, I get like the blueberry flavor, and then it almost feels like in the middle of the blueberry bite, it's like a little nugget rather than just like a pop all around. It feels kind of like the blueberries sort of melted, which I like. I think my only thing is these are not very sweet. I don't know why, but I was expecting the batter to be a lot more sweet than it was. But when it was baking, it just smelled like a bakery in my house. And to taste these and have them not be super sweet, I don't really know if I rate that down or not, because I think that if you pair it with a banana or a cup of coffee or something, it'd be great. I wanted these to taste as sweet as they smell, but they're not sweet. They're just not a sweetened muffin, if that makes any sense. They just have more of a store-bought kind of flavor to me than homemade. And I don't know if that's because of the blueberries. I'm gonna stop waving my hands around like a dinosaur. They kind of taste like the muffins that you would get out of a bakery, like a store-bought one. So they all kind of have that similar, maybe I should rate this a little higher. Maybe I should give this a 9.5 or a 10, because they're so easy. This is probably the easiest muffin recipe that I've ever made. I really, really like these. So Mira, if you're watching this, thank you so much for this recipe. We really appreciate it here. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed testing this recipe out with me. I appreciate it. And leave a comment down below with anything else that you want to see tested. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next recipe video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.